warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Before I say anything else, I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine a classroom where reading scores are climbing every semester, where teachers are not drowning in lesson planning, and where a school library is not just a quiet room full of books. It's an active partner in instruction. Sound like a dream, right? Well, today I'm going to show you the book that turns that dream into a practical, doable plan. This is Collaborative Strategies for Teaching Reading Comprehensions, written by Judy Moreland, published by the American Library Association in 2007. So, what is this book actually about? Let me break it down quickly. Purpose, audience, and key themes. First, the purpose. This book shows how classroom teachers and teacher librarians can co-plan and co-teach, working together, not separately, to significantly improve students' reading comprehension. Second, who is it for? It's written for pre-service and in-service elementary teachers, librarians, and that includes us, future English teachers and language learners. Everyone studying literacy instruction. Third, the key themes. The book centers on 7 reading comprehension strategies, 3 levels of literacy development, and most importantly, a flexible framework for teachers and librarians to design lessons together. In short, Judy Moreland, a veteran teacher librarian herself, gave us a practical roadmap, not just theory, and actually step-by-step guide to help students go from reading words to reading with real understanding. Now, let's talk about the actual toolkit inside the book. Every single lesson plan in this book is built around 7 core comprehension strategies: activating background knowledge, creating sensory image, questioning, making prediction and inferences, determining main idea, using fix-up option when comprehension breakdown, and finally synthesis. What I love about this is that it's not abstract. Each strategy comes with real classroom lesson plans. For example, using the picture book Almond to teach sensory imagery to books to teach prediction. These are strategies you could realistically use in your very first year of teaching. Now let's get critical for a moment. Every book has strengths and weaknesses, right? And I want to talk you through, but starting with what this book does really well. Strength number 1, it's highly practical. This is not just theory, it includes detailed, standard-aligned lesson plans. Teachers don't have to build strategies from scratch. The book literally hands you ready to use lesson, like the sensory imagery lesson with Round Owl Moon. Strength number 2, it's grounded in real reading research. Each of the 7 strategies gets its own chapter with a clear research rationale behind it. That means when you use these strategies in your classroom, you are not guessing. You are backed by evidence. This gives educators real credibility and confidence. Strength number three, and I think this is the most important one. It's break two rules that usually work in isolation. In most school, teachers and librarians rarely listen together. This book gives a flexible design and delivery framework that makes that collaboration simple instead of extra work piled into already busy schedules. Of course, no book is perfect, and to give you a fair picture, here are three real limitations. Weaknesses number one, it has a narrow focus on elementary level literacy. The example, the Owl Moon and Jabberwocky are wonderful, but if you're planning to teach secondary students or older struggling readers, these examples might feel too young for your context. Weaknesses number two, some of the material is dead. This book was published in 27, so reference to early interactive whiteboards and testing framework tied to No Child Left Behind feel outdated compared to the digital tools and standards we use in classroom today. Weakness number three, it assumes a collaborative school culture that not everyone has. The strategies rely heavily on having a cooperative teacher librarian and flexible scheduling. If your future school doesn't have that kind of support system in place, some of these ideas may be harder to apply right away. With strengths and weaknesses in mind, why should you, future English teacher and language learners, actually pick up this book? Because here's the truth. Comprehension is the entry point of reading. A student can sound out every single word perfectly and still not understand a single sentence. It's that the real fear we have as future teachers. What our students can read the word but not the meaning. This book gives you 7 concrete, research-based strategies to fix exactly that problem. Strategies you can start using from your very first year of teaching. And here's the part most textbook completely miss. Teaching doesn't have to be a solo job. This book shows you how to build real partnership with librarians, with co-teachers. So, you are not reinventing lesson plans alone every single week for years. Think about it. Have you ever felt overwhelmed trying to plan a reading lesson completely from scratch? Imagine instead having a college, a proven framework and ready-made strategies to lean on. That is exactly what this book offers. So I want to leave you with one question. Do you want to teach reading or do you want to teach understanding? This book is your roadmap to the second one. Wrap up collaborative strategies for teaching reading comprehension by Judy Moreland, 185 page, published by ELA edition. It's practical, it's research based, and it's a book that turns two isolate rules, teacher and librarian, into one powerful team for student literacy. If you're serious about teaching kids not just to read, but to understand what they read, this book belongs on yourself. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I just had to let you know you're